To play the game, once you click the link, just obviously click OK. And then I'm going to turn off the music so you guys can hear me. But the screen will come up and you will see a menu, and it's going to ask you, it shouldn't ask you to continue the game because you haven't started, but you're going to click New Game to start a new game. And just click OK. And basically, your job in this game is to create potions to beat your opponent. And every time you beat your opponent, you can move up to the next level. But in order to create the potions correctly, you have to use ratios. So you're going to practice what you've learned today watching the videos about ratios in order to create these potions. So we'll go in, and you also have to not only create potions to beat your opponent, but they're also planting bombs to try to beat you. And so you have to try to defuse their bombs. So I'll show you how to do that as well. So keep just clicking OK through. You can pick anybody you want. I'll be this pink-haired snail princess, sure. So click your person, whoops, and then click OK, and then you'll start with level 1. And when you start with level 1, it'll walk you through and you'll actually learn how to play the game better. If you just jump to 18, it's going to be a lot harder to understand. So start with number 1, and it tells you you're going to start with 1-to-1 potions. And so 1-to-1 ratio means the first number is the same as the second number. And so you're going to start with that. So you get your opponent and you start. And so in order to create a 1-to-1 potion, you have to follow the recipe. So they're showing you if it's a 1-to-2 recipe, you're going to use the different colors. So here you can see it was supposed to be a 1-to-2 recipe. So I had 1 red and 2 blue. And so once I have the colors correct and in the correct ratio, 1-to-2, the potion turns green and you can click the brew button and then you're good to go. And if you include lightning potions, that's how you damage your enemy. So you have to somehow include lightning into your potion in order to defeat your opponent. So as you can see here, each of these potions that I make has to have 1 red and 1 green. So I see these guys have lightning, so I'm going to click 1 red lightning, 1 green lightning, and brew. And so you can see once I had it set up, my potion turned green. And I just keep on going. 1 red, 1 green. So let's see, here's one. Here's a bomb, a lightning, put them together, and I can defeat my opponent. All right, so real quick, I'm going to show you a trick to this. You can use equivalent ratios, which you haven't learned yet in our video, but you could probably figure out pretty quickly in this game. Because 1-to-1 means that for every 1 red, I need 1 green. So if I have 2 red, I need 2 green, because that's an equivalent ratio. So I'm going to use 2 green and 2 red, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do 4 green and 4 red, and I think I can keep going. Let's see. I'm going to go, no, I think I'll stop there. So you can see my ratio is now 4-to-4, but I still have 1 red for every green. So that's an equivalent ratio. So you can see it lit up with green. But if I keep going, now it's not lit up anymore because it's not an equivalent ratio. So if I go too far, I can just click and go back and brew. And now watch what happens. Now I can hit him with 4 lightning, and every extra ratio I did, I got a coin. And you can use coins to do extra damage, to buy extra health, or to defuse one of their bombs, which we haven't even gotten to a level with bombs yet, but I'll show you that in a second. So again, I need 1 red for every green. So let's see, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 red, 1, 2, 3. I'll go 4 green for now. I'm going to keep going as many as I can and try to get it to match up. All right, so I can do 3 more green. So I'll do 1, 2, 3 more green. So you can see I have 8 reds 8 greens. That's the same as 1 red for every green, because now I have 8 reds, and since I had 8 reds, I have 8 greens. So those are called equivalent ratios. And I can keep going, but now you can see I have all of my health. They lost all their health, so they lost the battle. All right, so that's level 1. Now, if you go into level 2, the enemy starts to fight back. And when they start to fight back, they start to throw little bombs in here and they count down. All right, and so he's got a bomb in there, and I've got 3 turns before that bomb hits me. So I still have 1-to-1 ratio, so I'm going to do as many as I can and get rid of his bomb. So as long as I include his bomb into my potion, it gets rid of his bomb. So I'm going to include his bomb in my potion so I don't have to worry about it. So now I've got 4 reds, 4 blues, so I'm good to go. I can brew it. I've got some lightning in there to hit him, and I even have a heart potion, which if he had taken any of my health with his bomb, I can use a heart to get my health back. And all of those extra ones gave me coins again. All right, so I'm going to try to do this quickly and get through this level, and I'll finish it up real quick, and then I'll show you what happens with, actually, let me show you what happens if I don't use his bomb. So I'll show you how his bomb can hit me if I don't use it. So I'm going to do 4 to 4. And so now his bomb counted down, so it's down to 2. So I've got to get down, so I'll just do a 1-to-1 really quick to show you. And so now his bomb, he's threw another bomb, and this bomb is now down to 1. So if I don't defuse his bomb now, it's going to hit me. So I'll show you how that works. So now on this turn, that bomb is now down to 0, and so I get hit. But I can get some health back if I use one of these hearts. So I'll use that in my next potion. So get rid of one of his bombs. And he's almost done. And once I defeat him, I can move on to the next level and the next level and the next level. Now in each different level, these ratios are going to get harder. So eventually I'm going to have a 1 to 3 or a 2 to 4 or something like that. And the same thing is true every time. As long as my ratio is equivalent, so if it says 1 to 2, then for every 1 red, I would need 2 green. So if I have 2 reds, I need 4 green. If I have 3 reds, I would need 6 green. So as it gets harder, the ratios get a little bit bigger. But as long as I keep them equivalent, I'm just fine. So like here again, I can do a whole bunch of these greens as long as I keep them balanced with the reds. And that should be it. And so you can keep on playing through each level. So I just beat this opponent, and it'll keep on going. And every time I beat an opponent, I can go on to the next level, and it'll get a little bit harder. So now I have 2 to 2, and it goes on from there.